What up, Dokkanners? During a big celebration like this, it is oftentimes a situation where some players might forget to redeem certain items that they might have gained, or potentially use certain or run through certain events that they might not have actually done before. And for me, from personal experience, I can tell you that I actually forgot that we actually have these free-to-play or these free 7th anniversary tickets. I completely forgot about it. I was going to do a video on it, I think like day one, and then I completely forgot. And now here we are. And I still haven't used them. I have 127 of these tickets, haven't used them because I completely forgot that they existed. They have the opportunity to give you some potential free LRs, so you definitely don't want to miss out. But that's not the point of this. Today's video is going to be all about these 3 items right here. I want to briefly go over which units you might want to consider choosing from the Premium Dragonstone shop, the Godstone shop, and the 7th anniversary coin shop, 2 of which are free to play. These 2 are free to play, the Redstone and the 7th anniversary coins. The purple one is pay to play, but for those of you who did spend in the Pilaf stroke to get it, you might also have some trouble deciding. So we're going to briefly discuss all of these in today's video. So let's switch over to the Dokkan Wiki. For those of you who don't know, the Premium Dragonstone is the one that you pay for. For $120 US, you can buy up to 3 of these and also 300 Dragonstones. So if you are a whale, if you are somebody who has planned on spending that much money on this game, then you would actually be interested in this section. But for most of you, you probably are not looking at this section because you don't want to spend that kind of scratch. I understand, because it's a lot of money and you're getting it in exchange for some, or you're doing it mainly for Dragonstones, but you're also going to be getting some free LRs in exchange. But it's not like you don't have the opportunity to do that anyway, global players, because you have the 77 special summon that will be given to you for free that will give you 3 LRs anyway. So it's not like you really need this, but we're going to quickly just gloss over this. Honestly, there's no right answer for me to give you. I can't tell you for a fact, pick this, pick that, pick this, because all of these units are really, really good in their own right, and some of them are going to be even better in the future. So it depends on what you need in terms of category, what units you're looking for in terms of the content that you're trying to beat. Maybe you're perhaps looking for investing in the future. Maybe if the unit doesn't have an EZA yet, that unit is going to be really good in the future, but you don't have a copy. So it is all dependent on a multitude of different variables. I'm going to quickly give you a couple of options that I personally feel are worth buying if you want to, but if you don't, again, I can't really tell you which one to pick. The best advice that I could possibly give you is to go to the Dokkan Wiki and do the due diligence yourself. Click on each unit, see what they can do, read about it, perhaps go watch some gameplay footage on it, or watch some of the videos that people do discussing it. Whoever that may be, I'm not trying to plug my own channel. I'm saying any Dokkan channel that you want, your favorite Dokkan channel, go there, maybe find out what certain units do and see what you think about the unit as a result. It'll take some time, but the good news is you have a lot of time during the 7th year anniversary to actually do this research. So for me, I would suggest this bundle right here is going to be one of the best, if not the best option for you. Why? Because every single one of these units are really, really good. A lot of these other options have units that are fantastic, but also might be a little bit older, or maybe their mechanics are a little bit old-fashioned for you. You want something different. Maybe one is good, one is not. Here, every single unit involved is amazing. Both units right here, they are insanely good Super Battle units. In fact, this Trunks is one of the best Super Battle Road units in the entire game, with insane defense and guarding and all of that. And now, this recent EZA on JP, the LR Goku Black, was just announced a couple of days ago. So this is the newest EZA to drop on the scene. But global players, when you get this EZA, it might be a few months later. So you could invest in this now, or you could potentially invest on a unit that doesn't have an LR EZA altogether. That way, whenever he does receive an EZA, that unit would be unstoppable. But this one is not a bad choice. So if you were to pick the Future Saga bundle with your 3 stones, I wouldn't blame you. That's a really good option. So if I were to pick one from this list, I'm going to pick this one. A runner-up, in my opinion, would be this one, the Trunks, Androids, and Trunks, because here you are getting 2 of the best possible supports for their respective categories. Android support, Hybrid Saiyan support, both are insanely powerful, borderline Dokkan Fest, if not better than some, and this Android 19 Dr. Zero can literally absorb key-based super attacks and heal you, so basically they're immune. Those are some abilities that you don't want to give up, and also the LR hits insanely hard and has guaranteed critical hits in certain capacities. So that is my opinion for the LR bundle. Looking down here at the Dokkan Fest bundle, if I were to pick a couple, some of my favorites would be the Royal Blue Vegeta. Pure Saiyans lead one of the biggest categories in the entire game, and his EZA makes him ridiculously strong. We've also got the STR Topo, one of the best units in the game in terms of support, who also has the rare ability of having damage reduction. That is not something that most support units have. So this is my favorite pick out of these bunch as well, out of this bunch, excuse me. But again, you can't go wrong with a bunch of other of these choices. Moving down to the bottom, looking at all of the individual type leads, there are a lot of really good units here. For example, I would say some of the best options would be the STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, especially since the new 7-year anniversary LRs have the Super Saiyan 4 Goku as their best link buddy. Also, Super 17 is a fantastic defensive unit for Extreme AGL and androids. STR Janemba and Physical Cooler are also monsters as well. So those are some of my picks down there. Again, click on them individually, check them out, do the due diligence, take your time with it, because the more information you have, the better off you'll be, and consult the comments down below. People will definitely be willing to help you out down there. I love seeing the type of comments that I see. People ask a question. I'm not able to always to get to the comments as quickly as I post the video. I sometimes take a day, but then when I go down there, I see some of you guys answering the other questions, and I love seeing that because it's Toons looking out for Toons, and that's the kind of community that we got here. We are looking out for each other responsibly. Moving on now to the coin shop. Now for this one, there is a massive selection, and you might be wondering if you could even buy out all of these. The answer is no, you cannot buy out the entire shop, but we can dwindle down some of the choices that you're going to be getting, and also to just let you know a little bit about how many coins you're going to be getting. Let me show you. The current amount of coins that I have at this very moment is 155, but that's not all that we're going to be getting. We are going to be getting 10 coins every single day. So for the entirety of the 7-year anniversary, you're getting 10 coins per day. So that's 330 coins right there. But then you're also going to be earning more coins during each part of the celebration. You're going to be earning up to 105 during the part 1. I don't know if you can see it right there, but you can earn up to 105 in this little diagram right here. So that's another 105 for part 1. Part 2 will give you some. Part 3 will give you some. You might even get more during top grossing. So if we were to roughly guesstimate, it would probably be at least like 500, maybe 400 to 500 coins. But I don't want to give you an exact number because things could change. But with that said, that's going to be giving you so many different options to choose from in the coin shop, because with 500 coins, you could buy a lot of different things. You probably are looking at the Grand Kais. Maybe you're short on Kais. You have a bunch of new units because you're brand new. You want to boost their super attacks. So the Kais could be an option. You might be looking at some of these free-to-play units because you think that they might be good. You might be looking at the hidden potential orbs down here because you're looking for more ways to rainbow your units. There are so many different things to choose from. So I'm going to give you my thoughts on this as well. Looking back at the shop, in terms of the free-to-play units, don't select any of these unless you're a collector. A lot of these units are pretty much dead weight in terms of what they're capable of. This Yamcha is literally just a gimmick character. E+3, great chance of attack plus 77%. What's sad is that this unit's abilities are literally exactly the same as the Bad Man Vegeta. They're exactly the same. Look at that. These units are not meant for battle. They're simply there for the collector Dokkanners. For those of you who want to just have them to say that you have them, you could pick them up. As someone who is a collector, I have purchased all of these throughout the various celebrations, and I have caught up. But the units that are actually good can only be honestly limited to these two units up at the top, because these two units can gain defense pretty substantially over the course of 5 or 6 turns. This is the Blue Goku from year 5. He is pretty decent for a free-to-play, but he has no awakening, and same goes for the Universe 7 6-year unit. This guy also has 6 turns of defense raising, pretty nice stats, and 50% chance to dodge for the first 6 turns. So he's actually not that bad. But again, no awakening, and don't expect much more from the unit. So if you really want them, you could, but if you're looking for units that can hit pretty hard, this ain't it. The main portions that I would probably recommend that you guys look at would be the Kais, of course. You need to spend 12 for each individual Kai. You can buy 5 total, which means 60. So if you want to buy out the entire Grand Kai shop, you're going to need 300 coins. And as I just told you, you're going to be getting 330 coins at bare minimum from simply just logging in and doing one stage every single day for the entire 7-day celebration. 7-year anniversary. So that will basically cover your Grand Kai expenses, leaving you with whatever left over to buy other things. If you want to potentially buy some meat, that would be great. 35 coins at most. That's a pretty good one. I would recommend that. Rare items like Ghost Usher is really good. Here, there's no limit. So if you are somebody who really wants a ton of Ghost Ushers, you could use a lot of your coins to buy them. But in my personal opinion, any item that can be gained from other events or other means is not worth wasting these coins on. So Ghost Usher, while you have these readily available, I would recommend that you don't buy these using coins. Instead, farm them out from various events, which I discuss in a lot of different videos. For me, this is where I'm going to be looking at. I'm going to be primarily buying out the hidden potential orbs. Now, based on how much it costs, for each piece or each bundle of 500, it costs me 5 of these. And there's 10 that I can buy total, which means 50 coins are needed to buy out each of these. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 times 50. I'm not going to have enough for that. I'm not. So I'm going to have to make a decision on which of these hidden potential orbs I want to buy. And it all depends on how many I have currently in my inventory. But I oftentimes go after this because this is the best way, and actually the only way, to rainbow your units. If you want to make your units stronger, this is the way to do it. And if you don't do the world tournament or things like that, you probably don't have as much of these anyway. So this is going to be a great way to earn some of those resources to make your unit stronger. That's where I'm going to be looking. Don't buy medals. Don't buy Hercule statues. While it may be tempting, these Hercule statues can be farmed elsewhere. Easy areas, easy A's are everywhere, excuse me. And as I mentioned recently, you can just run through easy A's on older events that are so much easier, and you can get those done, and you can earn one of these every single run anyway. Don't waste your coins on the Hercule statues or the training items or the awakening medals or even some of the collectibles. Just go for the hidden potential orbs and maybe the grand kais. But even the grand kais, if you're Dokkaning responsibly, you're not even going to be wasting these kais because you're farming us super attacks for free. So hopefully that helps you out looking at the 7th anniversary coin shop. And the last thing we're going to look at is the red coin, the God Dragonstone. This was given to us upon first login. Most of you might have already used this. For those of you who have not, let's go over some of the picks that I have for this. Now, if you guys are wondering, all of these units have EZAs. Some of them are very old and not nearly as powerful with their EZAs as some of the modern ones, but they all have EZAs and they're all decent in their own right. So depending on what you want in terms of categories, and it depends on who's your favorite character or whatnot, you might already have your decision made. But I'm going to give you some of my top picks among this list for units to choose from this bunch. So starting from the top, we are looking at the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. This STR Super Saiyan 3 unit right here is one of the best tanks in the entire game, with 80% damage reduction after his EZA for 10 turns. This is going to be very important for events like Super Battle Road, Legendary Goku event. Granted, it's only for 10 turns, and the Red Zone. So you got to be very careful and keep them around for only 10 turns, which is going to be primarily for things like Super Battle Road and the Red Zone. Red Zone is the new event, people, that a lot of people are probably struggling on. Units like this will help you make those events a little bit more manageable in terms of defense. In terms of offense, maybe not so much, but again, you want to survive more so than dealing with damage. You can do that over time, but you want to be able to survive the attacks. This guy can also do immense damage and have a high chance to stun, making him very useful on a multitude of different events. That is my favorite pick. My next favorite pick is the STR Topo. But this one, if you happen to pick that Royal Blue Vegeta and Topo from the premium Dragonstone selection, then you don't have to pick this one up. But here, this is one of the best supports in the entire game because he gives everybody key +1, attack and defense plus 40%, which is the mark of a very nice support unit because it's all allies. But the thing is, if your health falls below 70%, he also gains damage reduction of 40%. That is an ability that most, if not all other supports don't have. This guy can actually tank very well with this added cushioning right here. So this guy can support and keep you alive on certain events. So he is definitely a jack of all trades. He is a must-have in my opinion. Moving on now, we've got another amazing support. This Kid Buu I've listed here because it is simply one of the best supports in the game. If you were not around during the 50% supports that were released, very rarely, this is one of the only units in the game that can give you 50% support for all allies. So it is a very rare ability, but the trade-off is he has virtually no defense. So if he gets hit, he's a piece of paper. You're going down. So you got to be careful with him. And then last but not least, the physical Super Saiyan Goku. This is an amazing Super Battle Road ally because you have a 70% chance to stun, which is a great option for Super Battle Road when you're trying to keep enemies at bay. And then also you have the ability to have a high chance or even a great chance for a critical hit, which means on your hidden potential, you can go for all additional and then put the balance in the hidden potential for dodge. So this is one of the more favorable units in terms of customization. So those are some of the picks that I have. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree or disagree with those takes, but that's pretty much it, folks. Oh, excuse me. I just choked on water. Sorry. All right. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below and let me know in the comments which units are you picking from the various coin shops. Are you picking up the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta from the Godstone shop? Are you picking up the LR Goku Black from the Premium Stone? Which units or which items are you picking up from the 7th anniversary coin shop? Have you already done it? Are you having trouble deciding? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned. I'm okay, guys. I'm okay. I just choked on some water. And always remember to Dokkan responsibly.